There is some assignment document attached with this lecture. I know we have only seen the introduction to Python, but let us check out the document. The first problem is hello world greeter. So basically, print the we have to print this statement exactly. That is, we have to take input from the user for the name and we have to print the name here. So sample input, as we have seen, if the user enters Alice, then this should be printed, and whatever the name is, that should be printed. So let us try to code that. Okay, I'm actually using online code editor. You can also write it in the VS Code as I have shown you earlier. For this entire course, I'm gonna be using online compiler due to some recording constraints. So let us see how we can print it. Now we'll just write a name, which is a variable, and then we'll take input, and then we will write some statement called enter name. And then how do we print an output? We use a simple print statement, and we have to be careful about the output because they want it in the exact format as shown. So we'll write the text in double quotes, hello comma, and then we have to print the name, whatever the name the user inputs, we have to print it here. So out of the double quotes, we'll just put a comma, and since that name is stored in here, we are writing that. I'll put a comma again. We don't need to write it in double quotes because we write only string names in double quotes. We don't need to write the variables in that. Okay, and then we have to print welcome to Python. So this is again a text, so we are going to write it in double quotes, and then let's run the program. So here it is asking enter name. So let us take the first example, Alice, and if you click enter, it is saying hello Alice, welcome to Python. So this is how you write. And there is also something called formatted output. So you can write it in this way as well. We'll comment that print statement and then write this print hello name welcome to Python. Now, we wrote the entire statement inside this double quotes, and we have written the variable name inside this curly braces. Now, this curly braces are used to enclose a variable, and here in the start, we are going to write f, which will give us the formatted output. So if we run it and enter a name, so here this name, this entire thing is being replaced by the actual value that is entered by the user. So here we are getting the required output. Next, next problem is Python version info. So it is asking us to print the current Python version that the operating system platform is using, and use the language's standard library, no user input required. So what we want to do is print the version and the platform of this Python. So for that, we are importing a module called sys. So this import sys. So sys module is a built-in module that is available in Python. So it is used to expose Python interpreter internal. So it is basically used to display version or features of the Python interpreter. So the question asked us to print the version and the OS platform. So we are going to print version and then sys dot version, then another print statement. Let us take OS. We're going to print what operating system it is using. Sys dot platform. Now you don't need to understand in depth about all of this. Sys is a library used in Python, which is used to tell details about the Python interpreter. So we are just going to print the version of it and which operating system it is using. So using that sys module dot version, um, we are printing the version of the Python interpreter, and with dot platform we are printing the operating system. So if we see in the output, the version is 3.13.7. So this online compiler is using 3.13.7. Now if you write the same program in your VS Code, then just now we installed a Python version called 3.14.6. So that version will be shown here, and the operating system, if yours is Windows, it will show Windows. If it is Linux, it will show Linux. So here it is Linux. Now let us go into the third program, that is read a person's name, age, and city from the user and print a neatly formatted info card. Now, in the previous programs, we have seen how to take input from the user. We have seen how to take, maybe the name, age, and here even city. So for name, we declared a variable called name, and we have taken the input from the user using the input keyword and writing some text inside it, like enter the name or enter the age, enter the city. Now take those three things as input and then print it as an output. So the output should be formatted. It should be in exactly this format along with this lines, right? So this is an assignment for you guys. You can try it on your own. And there is another, and the next problem is ASCII art banner. So it is in that read a word from the user printed inside rectangular border made of star characters with two spaces of padding on each side. The border width must adjust to the word length. Now this uses, now this program is a slightly difficult level for absolute beginners. So don't worry if you are not able to do it. After you watch the next lectures where we'll cover strings and all of that, then you'll be able to do it. So after you listen to that lecture, you can come back to this assignment and complete it. Next one is comment documenter. This is also write a program that computes area of rectangle. So I think this program you can write it very easily. All you have to do is take two variables called length and width, and you can take the input from the user. So you can ask the user to enter the length and width and just print the output, and the output is just length into width. So you can do this pretty easily. So that is it for the assignment questions. And this is the end of lecture 1. In lecture 2, we are going to cover basics like variables, data types, operators, and all of that stuff. Before you come to that lecture, make sure to revise this once and then you can watch that lecture. See you guys in the next video.